Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, you might know his name or maybe just his smile. Today we're spending time with Cameron Miller, a man whose daily walks have become part of the heartbeat of downtown Wenatchee. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. By the time the buses sigh awake and storefront lights begin to flicker on, Cameron Miller is already on the move. At age 39, Miller lives with autism, diagnosed early as Asperger's, and has built a life defined by independence, consistency, and an extraordinary connection to the people around him. For more than a decade, his days have followed a steady rhythm. It starts with a bus ride to Pida's Public Market for breakfast at the Huck, scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, and ketchup, followed by another bus downtown. From there, he walks a familiar loop through Wenatchee's shops and restaurants, arriving just as they open. He leaves people smiling, and then he does it again the next day. If you spend enough time downtown, you don't really ask who Cameron is. You just look for him. At Lamolo Cafe, employees say his absence is more noticeable than his presence. Crystal Rico often draws SpongeBob characters on the chalkboard just for him, a nod to a lifelong love that includes Sesame Street. Miller still carries stuffed companions like Elmo, Cookie Monster, or SpongeBob with him each day. At Zebra Brasserie, barista Galivia says seeing Cameron is the best part of the morning. When deliveries come in, he'll often jump in to help unload supplies, offering help without ceremony. Small gestures done consistently, that add up. At exactly 11 a.m., Miller arrives at Walkabout Grill to feed the fish, and this is no casual task. First, the food hydrates in water, then it's mixed carefully with chopsticks. Only then is it poured into the tank. He knows all the fish by name, but his favorite is Mr. Blue Fishy. He's been doing this for over 10 years, and staff say they expect him just as much as the lunch rush. From there, Miller walks to Bob's Classic Restaurant, waving through windows along the way. Servers there say his memory is remarkable. He remembers children, family members, and conversations from years ago. If he misses a day, they worry. Every November, Bob's throws him a birthday party, complete with regulars who know exactly why they're there. Later in the afternoon, Miller times his visit to Dilly Deli just before closing, making sure no one is missed, before heading to Sweetwood Barbecue, where he greets the bronze pig statues like old friends. His mom, Nancy Miller, laughs and says he's obsessed with the piggies, but her voice carries deep pride. Letting go, she says, took time. When Cameron was younger, she pushed schools to focus on life skills, ordering food, managing routines, and navigating the world. Today, Miller lives in supportive housing, knows the bus routes by heart, and calls for help when something's out of the ordinary. Otherwise, he moves through his world with confidence. Outside his downtown routine, Miller bowls competitively in the Sunshine Bowling League, participates in Special Olympics basketball and bowling, and joins community outings through the Brave Warrior Project. Sundays belong to church, followed by football highlights with his dad. Routine for Cameron isn't exactly about rigidity. For him, it means comfort. Ask him his favorite food and he'll pause. Eggs, pizza, maybe Mexican. It depends on the day. Downtown Wenatchee, in turn, has built Cameron into its own routine. He is expected, he is noticed, and he is missed when he's not there. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. A group of Chelan County Sheriff's Office deputies has filed an $8 million tort claim alleging they were demoted in retaliation for supporting former Sheriff Brian Burnett during the 2022 election. The claim, filed by 4 deputies, argues their First Amendment rights were violated and accuses current Sheriff Mike Morrison of political retaliation. Morrison declined to comment, citing the pending legal matter, but said he remains committed to fairness and upholding constitutional rights. In East Wenatchee, City Council members approved major construction contracts during their recent meeting, including a $3.5 million project along 5th Street Northeast to add bike lanes, lighting, and sidewalks. Deanna Bollinger has been named this year's Lehman Johnson Award recipient, honoring her decades of volunteer service with the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. From organizing auctions to directing the Centennial Celebration, Bollinger has helped shape the festival's identity while running Nancy's Party Rental and supporting countless community events. Her motivation remains simple: make people happy and keep giving back. She says we have to take care of our town, and she certainly has. Chelan County will conduct its annual point-in-time count of individuals experiencing homelessness on January 29th from 7 a.m. to noon, based out of the Salvation Army office in Wenatchee. Outreach teams will gather data on unsheltered and sheltered residents to inform housing services and resource planning. Last year's survey recorded over 500 individuals across Chelan and Douglas counties, including many sleeping in vehicles or transitional shelters. Nonprofits like Chelan Valley Hope and Upper Valley Men will assist with this year's count. The top 10 finalists for the 107th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival royalty were announced in a heartfelt ceremony at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Out of 24 senior candidates, 10 were selected based on interviews and speeches delivered on the theme Through My Eyes. The Queen and 2 princesses will be crowned at the pageant on February 14th. You can see all of the contestants and check out photos from the selection night now at WenatcheeWorld.com. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.